Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. My name is Nirav and I'm with GameLuster.com, and I got a chance to take an early look at an upcoming turn-based RPG called Mato Anomalies. This stylish Persona-like game from Chinese indie studio Arrowiz takes place in a world called Mato, a cyberpunk-inspired future Asian city. You'll explore the seedy underbelly of the town by taking control of a straight-laced, by-the-books detective, Doe, and a cyber ninja exorcist called Graham. You might be able to guess from these descriptions, but one of these characters is much more interesting than the other. While the story has yet to grab me, I am at once floored by the art design in Mato Anomalies. The lighting is great and it pairs well with the shading of the anime aesthetic, but it doesn't come off looking cheesy at all in 3D. The art is what drew my eye in the first place, and after spending about an hour and a half with the game, I am absolutely in love with it. I've been running the game on max settings in 144 FPS without a single frame rate dip, and it looks gorgeous. The colors work together in a cyberpunk palette that also allows for an air of mysticism, because demons are omnipresent in this near-future city. The distinct character designs are reminiscent not only of the obvious inspiration from the Persona games, but also from Square Enix's Forgotten Child: The World Ends With You. Immediately, I know what these characters are about upon seeing them, and after reading their dialogue and getting a chance to meet them, I found out that I was right. That's a mark of excellent design. Overall, the art and visuals are by far the strongest part of the presentation so far in Mato Anomalies. Doe, Graham, and rookie detective Butterfly team up to find the truth behind a mysterious enemy called Banetide that is plunging the city into chaos. There's a semi-open world you can explore that actually reminds me more of Atlus's older PlayStation 1 game Soul Hackers, which has of course recently received a sequel. Different sections of the city allow for different vendors, different NPCs with side quests, strange new sights, and demonic anomalies. There's a distinct line between the overworld and the dungeons. In the overworld you play as Doe the detective, and in the dungeons you take control of the cyber ninja, Graham. Dungeons are known as lairs, and they're more similar to the dungeons from Shin Megami Tensei or Soul Hackers than from Persona. They are, frankly, a bit lifeless, and I understand it's a budget and scope constraint for a small indie studio to do this. I hope that by the time the game releases, there is a bit more personality than the useless dropping discs and demon encounters. So once we get into the battling, it is again highly reminiscent of Persona, but the major difference here is that you are neither controlling demons nor capturing or recruiting them. Using your own weapons and magic spells, you simply need to defeat them. I'm okay with the battle system, which is again reminiscent to me of Soul Hackers 1, and it's not overcomplicated nor very remarkable, but there is an auto battle feature as well as a button to skip the long attack animations, which is a great quality of life feature I would not have known to ask for. I was able to easily auto battle my way through regular encounters, but I stopped to explore the system for the larger enemies and bosses. I hate to keep drawing similarities to the Persona games and Atlus in general, but it's proving difficult. There exists another plane below our own made up of the collective consciousness of people in the world of Mato Anomalies, where minds collect in a sea of demons that are attempting to break out into our own world. Sound familiar? The RPG elements are a little confusing, and I think the tutorial could have been better paced. Luckily, the Gears equipment has an auto-equip button if you're feeling lost on what body mods are or which ones you should equip, and it's easy enough to tell which weapon in your inventory is the strongest. It doesn't get as granular as some of the big AAA RPGs and how many tiny adjustments you can make to your stats, but I think that's for the best here. There's just enough to make the characters your own without overwhelming the player with systems. I also want to say that I really did not enjoy the card game presented in Mato Anomalies. The tutorial for it did not pop up the first time I played it, and I tried 2 games without knowing the rules and I got my ass kicked. After finding the tutorial for it in the menus, I gave it another shot and I managed to win a match against all the odds. I did not feel any satisfaction from this victory, and I feel the card game is too complex to be a minigame. I hope that it will be optional from here on out, and if it is, I will not be participating in it. Mato Anomalies definitely does enough of its own thing for me to avoid calling it a clone. While there is a ton of reading, the English voice acting that's present ranges from good to excellent, and despite not caring too much about the actual story beats, I was actually quite interested in Graham and Butterfly as characters.
Girl, what kind of drugs are you taking? Let go or I'll send you my hospital bill.
Stop struggling and answer the questions.
Hey,
I'd say.
You? How are you still alive?
I played Monarch earlier this year from some of the former developers of Shin Megami Tensei, and maybe the best praise I can give this demo of Mato Anomalies is that, as a spiritual successor to Atlus's long catalog of RPGs, it feels superior to Monarch in every way. Thank you to the developers at Arrowiz and publishers at Prime Matter Games for providing me with a key for the purposes of this impressions piece. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment if you have any questions about what the game is like. I'll be happy to answer them. And, give us a like, subscribe, all the usual stuff. So, this has been Nirav. I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.